I have something really new and exciting for you, a little bit different than my usual videos, and that is I have a roundup of my favorite project management tips just for you, taken from my most popular project management videos. What's really cool too is I have underneath this YouTube video the links to the full videos if you want to learn more, because my goal for you is to give you what you need to be a successful project manager. So enjoy. Hi, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Adriana Girdler. I'm a business productivity specialist and a certified project manager. If you want to excel in your career and your project, subscribe to my channel and you will be getting a new video every Wednesday. Ensure customer satisfaction. In projects, it is all about the stakeholder. And who's the stakeholder? It's everyone from the sponsor to your project team members to the people who are actually going to be the recipients of your project deliverable. So you really need to ensure that everybody is satisfied. And how do you do that? Well, you do it through emotional intelligence. You really need to get attuned to where people are and what they're thinking, because sometimes people don't speak up. And part of that is communication. Communicate, communicate, communicate. Project management is all about communication. And if you want to have and if you're going to have great customer satisfaction, which is critical for projects, then get in tune with people and communicate as much as you can to ensure that everyone's on the same page. Scope statement. All right, you want to be creating this with the project sponsor. In the ideal world, they would have given this to you and said, hey, I gave you this project, here is a scope statement. Unfortunately, that doesn't really happen, so you need to create this. This is a very pivotal part of your project plan, because this is going to lay out for you what exactly is it that you're delivering on, sort of the high-level parameters, and by laying out what's in and out of the project. This keeps everybody on the same page and is a very critical component of project planning. Don't be a drill sergeant. I know when you're project managing, particularly when things are stressful, you probably get into this routine of get it done, checklist, check, 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 check. Sometimes in that mode, we can become my way or the highway. That is not going to work. If you want to be a great project manager, you want to really empower your team, then you need to be flexible. It is not a one-way street. It is a two-way street. So don't be a drill sergeant. Listen to what your team has to say. Now, that being said, you will have to have some sort of go, no-go things. Like there's some fundamental things that I don't negotiate on. I must have this in order for me as a project manager to manage the project. However, there's other things I'm very flexible on. So I always listen to the team. If I have to have a certain document that everyone has to use for updating, that's my rule, no ifs, ands, or buts. But how often we update it, I'm very flexible with, and I listen to the team regarding it. So it is a two-way street. Don't be a drill sergeant, because I promise you, you won't be successful for that long. People will not listen to you. And if you're going to be successful, you really need to have people be on board and inspired. When done right, kickoff meetings can be inspiring and fun, and they are critical because they're going to set the tone. So let me show you how to do just that. There are two critical items that you really have to think about, and we have to talk about right now, and that's timing and purpose. A lot of times with timing is people do a kickoff meeting as soon as they get their project. Don't. You have so much to do in preparation of that. If you were to throw your kickoff meeting now when you just got information, then people would be excited and then you would have nothing to give to them and they'd walk away, and then how do you reinvent that excitement? So the timing is really important. You need to do it once you get all your information. So once I give you those 5 steps, then you're going to do your kickoff meeting. Now the purpose, here's something else that people also have trouble with, is the purpose of your kickoff is to ensure that your team is set up for success, that they have everything they need at their fingertips. And a lot of times with kickoff meetings, they don't, because you do it too early. That's why the timing and purpose are so critical. And when you think about purpose, and because you're giving everything to your team, the length of the meeting is really important. An hour meeting is not going to do it for a kickoff. You have way too much to do. And when I go through those 5 steps, you'll know why. There's way too much to do. You need at least minimum half a day, and depending on what you actually need to accomplish, sometimes it can be up to a full day or even a day and a half. Communication, surprise! Yeah, like that should be a surprise for you that I talk about communication. How often do I say communicate, communicate, communicate? Well, it's a must skill set for all project managers, having excellent communication skills. Make sure things are clear. Make sure you address all issues in the room. You're listening, because that's a big part of communication, right? Is listening to what people are saying around you. So ensure that you brush up on your communication skills. Try to think and listen before you speak, take in all viewpoints, as I said, and that's a really big part of the leadership and coaching aspect too. So really hone in on communication skills and set up some parameters for the rest of your team around communication as well. The next thing that becomes really important in your arsenal, oh my goodness, is this. You need to understand the top 10 mistakes about projects and how to avoid them. This is free for you because this is so important. So check it out. There's a link below this video. Click on it and you can download this.